Keto, keto, keto.
Here's the truth. Your body can burn fat for energy as well.
I spent 1 whole month on keto to see what would happen. As a little bit of backstory, right now I'm 22 years old. When I was in college, I didn't gain the freshman 15 like a lot of people said I would, but I ended up gaining the freshman 20 because I love eating food and I stopped exercising completely. Fast forward to around junior year in college, I ended up working at UPS and that actually whipped me right back into shape. You can see a little bit from my previous videos where I talked about UPS. If you go from day 1 all the way to the 1-month transformation, you're gonna see how much weight I've lost from that point. But then afterwards, when I went back to continue my education to finish my last year, I ended up gaining around 10, 11, 12 pounds, something like that. So I was starting to reverse my progress. So what happened was in the summer, I decided to finally hit the gym for the first time. I finally, managed to get a little bit of muscle, and at the same time, I gained a little bit more weight because I was gaining muscle. So I went to the nutritionist just to check on how much body fat percentage I had, and it ended up being that I went from 20% from when I started working out all the way to 25%. So at that point I realized I was borderline obese. Even though I didn't look that way, the charts don't lie, the numbers don't lie. So I decided to go into keto. After seeing some Reddit posts, I thought it was a good choice for me. So what exactly is keto? So I'm not a nutritionist and I'm not a dietary expert. I'm just an average kid trying to struggle through life one step at a time. So keto is basically the simplest way I can explain it for those who don't get it or those who are new to it is your body burns carbs for fuel inherently. Anything we eat that has carbs in it, for example bread, rice, pasta, some hidden carbs like in the fruits and stuff, sugars, your body burns that for fuel. That's why there's a thing called a sugar rush, and that's why when you're hungry and you eat, you have energy to do stuff. On the flip side, if you deprive your body of this fuel, you deprive it of these carbs, these sugars, then your body goes into a state called ketosis, where it starts to burn ketones for fuel. So what is ketones, you may ask? Ketones come from fat. So your body is burning fat for fuel. So you're gonna lose your weight really fast in ketosis. How will you know if you're in ketosis? Well, the one major thing that's kind of obvious is you're going to have more ketones coming out of your body. So when you're urinating or when you are breathing, actually, there's more ketones. The way you can test that is by getting these ketone strips from either Amazon or Walmart. I haven't personally done so myself, but bottom line is your urine is going to be mostly yellow even if you're drinking water, and your breath is going to smell pretty bad, like all the time. I have to chew gum to make sure my breath doesn't bother other people. Second way to know is you're never really tired and you have a lot of energy. So this can backfire because you're gonna get so much energy, it's possible that you'll develop some sort of insomnia, and that's what happened to me. I actually couldn't sleep for the majority of last week just because I was in deep ketosis. And the third way you know is you're gonna be not hungry. Like, it's 5:37 right now and I've only eaten 1 meal today around 6 hours ago, and I'm actually not hungry, I'm just satisfied. So this is one of the diets where you don't have to like work your way and like sit your way through like when you're gonna eat the next meal. Rather, you just have to make sure you hit your targets every day and you should be fine. How long does it take to get into ketosis? So right now, depending on your age, I'm assuming the majority of viewers who would view this video would be in either the mid-20s or mid-30s. You have to reverse this carb burning process. And your body has literally adapted to this carb burning process for however long you've been alive. So it's going to vary for individual, but from what I've read, it takes anywhere between 1 week to 4 weeks. For me personally, it took 10 days. And you're going to get into the state called the keto flu. And what the keto flu is, this is going to sound really awful, just a heads up guys. A keto flu is you're going to feel like crap for the first however long it takes to get into ketosis. It's going to be really tough because you're always going to be very hungry, you're going to have major headaches, and you're always going to feel really tired. So make sure you drink a lot of water during this phase before you get into ketosis. If you do that, you hurdle through the grinds. That sounded weird. If you hurdle through that, then you will be fine afterwards. But trust me, like the first couple weeks are hell. But afterwards, when you see that weight go down, when you see your fat go down, when you see your pant size go from this to this, you're gonna feel so much better. So big question, what do I eat on keto? So obviously I drink water, meat, eggs, some greens, some berries. There's a lot of fruits you actually can't eat because they have too much sugar in them. Cheese, butter, heavy cream, that's pretty much all I eat. So an example meal I really like to eat almost every other day is I go to McDonald's. Yes, I said McDonald's, the M word. And I would order 2 bacon McDoubles, no bun, no ketchup. That usually hits roughly around 2/3 of my protein. It's a good amount of fat and it'll keep me in ketosis, and probably you as well. How much should you eat on keto? So this is going to vary for each individual. I actually consulted a health professional to find out what my basal metabolic rate is. That's basically how many calories my body needs in order to kind of like function normally. So mine is about 1500 because I'm pretty young but also sedentary at the same time. So rule of thumb, I never really counted calories because I found that to be time consuming and a lot of work personally. I know some people can do it, but I'm just not the guy to do it. So what I did was make sure I go under 20 grams of carbs a day, unless I'm working out that day. Then I can hit it to 30, 40, 50, but 50 hard limit. Don't go past 50. Like at any cost, do not go past 50. And make sure you hit your protein targets. There's a lot of charts online on Reddit Keto. Look up the keto diet on Google. You'll get a lot of different things, but make sure you hit your proteins, or else you're going to start losing muscle. That doesn't feel good. And for fat is more like, I'll put it as a threshold. You don't have to hit your fat levels. Just hit your fat levels enough that you feel satisfied. Because obviously if you're eating too much, you're not going to lose weight on the keto journey either. So my results. I lost about 10 pounds on keto. I'm going to show you 2 pictures. You're going to see the big difference. The main big difference is the hair color and what pants I'm wearing. So on a real side, the biggest difference is definitely body fat. Even though my weight stagnated at some points, when I woke up in the morning, I generally felt skinnier, and it just felt better being able to fit into all of my older clothes or making my new clothes that I got actually just a few months ago really loose. So that's an amazing feeling to have. And I'm gonna be sticking with this until I hit around 12% body fat. That's absurdly low, but afterwards, after that hurdle, I'm gonna try to raise it back again. So I'm gonna be bulking at the gym and hitting it hard this year in 2019. In conclusion, for you guys out there, if you're watching this, should you try keto? I'd say yes. I do want to emphasize the first few weeks are hard, but out of every weight loss thing that I've tried, the diets I've tried, I believe this one is the most sustainable because I'm allowed to eat things like McDonald's, I'm allowed to eat bacon, butter, cheese, because those are the things essential for me to get energy. And that's what I really like about it. And secondly, you're not really hungry. I do want to reiterate that. I'm not hungry. I haven't eaten for a while. I am not hungry, and it feels great. And the energy boost, like you can do so much more throughout the day. Just get through the first couple hurdles and you'll be fine. So guys, anyways, if you're new to my channel, I do want to be doing these things where I'm trying different things, if that makes sense, more often, because life is short and I want to try as many new things as possible and maybe hold someone other than me to be accountable for learning new skills, new arts, whatever it may be. Try new things. I'll give it a shot. I'm Akemi. Hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope I helped someone in their keto journey. If they're starting, if they're stuck in it, anything. If I inspired at least one of you, then make sure to drop a like, drop a comment. But this is realistic. Just remember that depending on where your body fat percentage is, you may lose more or a lot more or a lot less than I did in terms of weight. So do not get discouraged if you don't lose that much weight. Just stick with it. You got it, guys. I'm Akemi. See you guys next time. So a little bit of backstory right now. Right now I am 23 years old. 22, fuck.